this season off with a very, very special episode. And what I'm going to talk to you about today is the behind the scenes of the Dr. Joe Dispenza week-long live retreat that I just recently attended. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because don't you want to know what's behind the scenes sometimes? Well, I'm going to do it from my perspective as an attendee and what that experience was like for me as someone who's a super huge fan of his work and has been for years. I could not recommend it highly enough. But before I get into that, I want to tell you about a couple of other things going on. Okay, first of all, behind the scenes, we have our new producer, which is my girl, Cherry. She's here manning it. This is her first time, so cut her some slack because I gave her so many things to do today. And I think we're already having some technical difficulties, so we're just going to roll with it. And she's going to do great. So I'm already giving her applause and kudos for putting up with me, number one. And number two, what we're going to do this year on the show is we have some changes going on here at I Have Today. Very big things that we're going to be doing in 2022. And I'm going to keep you informed every step of the way as we are growing and expanding. We have a lot of big things that we're doing within the company, and you're going to be a part of it because we are nothing without you. And so I just want you to be involved in it and keep you aware of what's going on. So be sure to tune in every Monday at 11:03 a.m. Pacific time. That is the time that we are live here on E360 TV, as well as on my Facebook page at I Have Today with Diane Forster. You can hop over there right now if you want to ask questions or put in comments. So some of the segments that we do are our magical manifestation moment segments, which we're going to be doing today. We also do the Mentor Me Minute segments where you can ask questions live on air there. We have some other segments and things that you want to be involved in. When we do our weekly intention statement, we also ask for you to send in videos of how you live the I Have Today way. So lots of goodies, lots of stuff going on that we're going to be doing and bringing here to you. So with that said, what I want to do first is just tell you one of the reasons why I wanted to pick this topic for today. And that is because when you learn, you teach, and when you get, you give. And I have learned so much from Dr. Joe Dispenza. He continues to be a teacher, and I'm a student of his work, and I've been following him for the last couple of years now. Here's his book, Becoming Supernatural. I highly recommend this book, and this book really started to change things up for me. So where I approach things more from a spiritual and metaphysical 101 viewpoint, he's very, very science-based, he's factual, and his take on things has expanded me so much in the way I view and see how all of this works together and what it really does mean to become supernatural. So before I get into any more of the content, what I want to do is I want to share our intention statement with you. And the intention statement for this week is, I have today to become nothing in order to get everything. I have today to become nothing in order to get everything. And I'm using this straight from Dr. Joe because he talks about becoming no one, no thing, nobody, no person, no time, no space, in order to connect to the quantum field and the infinite possibilities that are available there. So in order for you to start manifesting anything and everything that you want, you have to let go of the person that you used to be. You have to literally become nothing so that you can connect with everything. So powerful. So what we do is every single week, the team creates these beautiful graphics called wallpapers. And you can find those wallpapers with the intention statements on my Instagram page at Diane Forster Official. Diane Forster Official. You'll see a little button there with wallpapers. Scroll through there and pick the ones that speak to you. And this will be there for you as well. And what you want to do is you want to use it as your screensaver on your phone. And why do you want to do that? Because you look at your phone on average 150 times a day. So if you really want an intention statement or an affirmation or something positive to anchor in, look at it, put it on your phone, because you're going to see it 150 times a day. So I always recommend that you use that as your screensaver for the week so that it really anchors in. So remember, I have today to become nothing in order to get everything. That is our intention statement for the week. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get ready to go into the magical manifestation moments part of the show. But before that, I would like to invite you to listen to a word from our sponsor.
This week's episode of I Have Today is brought to you by the Spifter. The Spifter is a fun sifting spoon that makes cooking, baking, and decorating with sugars and spices so much fun. No more mess or wasting your spices. It's fast, clean, and easy. Everything looks and tastes delicious. It's also great for straining loose tea, getting pesky broken cork out of your wine glass, and draining liquid off food like olives and capers. Whether you're a novice cook or a gourmet chef, you'll love the results. The Spifter, the kitchen gadget that no kitchen should be without.
All right, so the Spifter is available at Amazon, and as the inventor of it, I can tell you right now, you'll find so many amazing, fun uses for it. So, all right, so let me share first with you a magical manifestation moment related to attending the Dr. Joe Dispenza event. All right. So let me tell you what happened for me in this moment. So magical manifestation moment are stories that we share with you on the show sometimes of things that have happened magically. Love these manifestation moments. And I also want to invite you to send yours into us, and I'll tell you how to do that at the end of this story. So let me tell you what happened. I had been wanting to attend this event for a long time. In fact, I thought it was about a year ago, maybe last spring. I was on the phone with my family, or a Zoom call with my family. My dad, my two sisters, and I, we meet weekly and we connect. It's our time to connect. And we had planned a trip to go, the girls did, to go to Orlando for our annual girls trip. Now, we pick a different place in the country or in the world to go to every single year. We've been doing it for 25 years. We go away. It's our way of honoring my mom, who passed away 25 years ago. And we always typically go, a week or two before Mother's Day. And her birthday was May 4th. So that's the time of year that we go. So we're planning this trip to go to Florida, to go to first we were going to Orlando to visit some family, then we were going to St. Augustine. And Dr. Joe had an event in Orlando, and it was perfectly aligned for me to go to his event and then go straight into my trip with the girls. But for some reason it was sold out and it didn't work out. And, that's the way life goes. So I just thought, well, that just means something better is coming. Something more magical is coming. Well, lo and behold, he had made an announcement. His team had made an announcement that he was going to be in Marco Island the first or second week of January. And I wanted to go so badly. And now the tickets are a couple $1,000s. Marco Island is not inexpensive. The accommodations were going to be about $3,000. And so the trip was going to cost me about $5,000, the investment of it. And I thought, God, I really want to go, but I would love to manifest the money in order to be able to go. So I just put it out there, and lo and behold, I got online. Now his tickets His events sell out in literally 15 to 20 minutes. They felt 1,400 tickets gone like that, right? So I was lucky enough to get a ticket. And so then I sat on it and I didn't get the hotel. I figured, oh, I'll wait a day or two. Well, lesson learned to me, you can't do that. You have to get the ticket and get the hotel the same exact day because everything sells out so quickly. So I end up getting this Airbnb, and I get a big enough place where I can get a couple of women to room with me. And so what happened was the ticket was $2,000, the condo was $3,000, and I ended up getting these two amazing, amazing women who I'll talk about more in a minute, to come with me and room with me. And they could not have been more excited. Now, one of them came in right away, and the other third person kept turning over and kept turning over and kept turning over. That person kept saying, yeah, I want to do it, but, and then they would back out and said, oh, I got another situation. Or I got a roommate with somebody, or, I got my own hotel room, or whatever it was. And the first woman kept saying, I'm getting nervous. I said, nervous. I said, don't worry about it. The universe is going to provide us the best roommate possible. And sure enough, the universe did. So these two amazing women are now soul sisters. They could not have been more perfect. And they covered a couple $1,000 of, they each covered $1,000 of the accommodations. Okay. So I got that money that way, right? And they are soul sisters. And I'll talk more about them in a minute. Because it just couldn't have been more perfect. And then I had this windfall in an investment and got an extra $3,000 that was not planned, not anticipated. Okay. So I ended up manifesting going to this event for free. Okay. So my lesson to you there is you get to want what you want, and you get what you want simply because you want it. Do not let excuses like time or money or work or commitments or anything else block you from getting what you want. This trip was the trip that I was supposed to go on. This is the one that I was supposed to be at, right? Everything aligned for that to happen. And it happened, and I got to go for the low, low price of nothing. Talk about becoming nothing, right? I totally gave it up to the universe. So that is my magical manifestation moment story for you. Think about in your life where you want something and where law of attraction and manifestation has shown up and delivered to you whatever it is that you want, okay? And I want to invite you right now to send in your magical manifestation moment stories to us at info@dianeforster.com. info@dianeforster.com. At the end of the show, there's an area for you to send it in. But send us your stories, because I want to share your stories with the rest of the world, okay? So, all right. So now what we're going to do is I am going to ask Cherry to chime in, and I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to play the first video. But before you play it, let me tell you what's going on. We may have some technical difficulties. There may not be videos here to play. If they're not available up here, I'm going to play them for you on my phone. We're going to go old school so that I can get you the information, all right? So bear with us, okay? I gave her a lot of videos to upload, and technology is not cooperating with us. So stay with us, all right? So Cherry, do me a favor and play the first video.
Okay, so this is what flying all night looks like. We are at the Joe Dispenza event, getting ready to register, check in. That's Tracy. She's one of my housemates. We can't check into the condo, so my shower's going to have to wait a little bit longer. But we are so stoked. The energy here is so good. Oh, and I'll be back.
Okay, so I just wanted to get real and raw with you. Okay, in order to get to this event, I had to fly all night. And then I had to drive across the state from Fort Lauderdale to Marco Island. And that's what it was like. I went 48 hours before I was in a bed again. It was crazy. And the crowds were there. I mean, everyone was in the best of moods, but there was a lot of commotion going on. So just wanted to share that with you, that you do whatever it takes. And so, all right, now, Cherry, play the next video before I go on with the story. There we go. Okay. You saw it once. You don't want to see it again. Okay. That was behind the scenes. Now, let me tell you, I have some behind the scenes stuff, but not much because I wanted to be very respectful. They asked us not to record. So this is before they asked us not to record. That was the pre-party. So you can get sort of a vibe of the room, which was amazing. The energy was so good. I made so many new friends, so many new connections. The music was cranking. There was pre-party the whole week long. We all danced like crazy and just had such a good time. The energy was on fire. What I loved about the way they set up the room there is we all had different colors that we were assigned. We had different different color ribbons. So what they did is they moved the groups around, the colors around, so that everybody got a chance to be front and center with Dr. Joe and just got a new perspective. So, but they had great screens up there. We saw everything. You didn't miss a single thing, and it was beautiful. So beautiful. The energy was on fire. And so what he did the first night is he talked about, heart brain coherence, and he talked about what the expectations were. And he was so real and raw. I loved it. He's super funny. He's super fun. And the energy was amazing. Let's see what's next. Thank you guys for your patience. I want to be able to see what's going on.
Good morning. Okay, it's the first full day of the 7-day experience. Last night was amazing. There are about 1,000 people here. There's the stage. We met for about 3 hours last night. It was great. Joe was amazing. He's funny. We did some great breathing and meditations, connecting our energy to our pineal gland, connecting to our heart. And I'm super excited about today. We have our blankets and pillows. We're going to be spending apparently a lot of time on the floor. And I'm looking forward to the breakthrough, so I'll keep you posted. Bye.
Okay, so you guys, we spent a lot of time meditating, a lot of time. I told my family and friends before I went, I couldn't wait to go and meditate for a week. And some people were like, what? Like, really? And my answer to that was yes, absolutely. Because the experience of being able to do that, to be able to be in a safe zone where you can meditate, you can go deep. And how often in your life, if ever, do you get a chance to do that? And what he did is he also called up some attendees, people on his staff and different members, and he had them all seated up there, and he showed us what it looks like when energy is moving through your body. So this is a big thing about him, and it's all in the book. He talks about it. The G spot, the God spot, is the pineal gland, and getting the energy up there to have this orgasm of the mind, because that is the center that opens everything up. And And it's not easy to do, you guys. I did not have that quote unquote experience, although I tried. I had energy moving through me at times, but what I felt during this, because he did a lot of pineal gland meditations, is at one point I had this experience where I felt like literally like the hardened shell of an egg cracked open. And it did. It was like this calcium crystals breaking up. My poor pineal gland has been like calcified in there. When it opened it up to the power of it, it was extraordinary, except I had a raging headache after. So, but I felt what that feeling might feel like. And so what he did is when people were, now keep in mind, we had blindfolds on, our eyes were closed. So you really weren't paying attention to what other people were doing, but you can hear them. You can hear their experiences. You could hear what was happening to them as they're pulling the energy up through all of their energy centers. That's what Dr. Joe calls them, energy centers. As they're pulling it up and then hitting the pineal gland and having this, huge burst of energy go through there, it was just extraordinary. Now, let me backtrack for a second. I couldn't understand, why does he call them energy centers? They're numbered, he's using numbers. Why does he do that? When I call them chakras, and he explained it so perfectly. The reason he calls them energy centers is he doesn't want to alienate anybody, any religion, any faith, any background. He's so all-inclusive about everybody. That made so much sense to me. So I thought that was so powerful. That was one of the things that I took away from it. That was life-changing for me, was having that understanding why there is so much focus and attention on the energy centers and what each one means. So, okay, Sherry, I don't know. Is there another video? If there's another video, can you play it?
Okay, it's Thursday. We just finished day 2's walking meditation. It's raining here. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It was an amazing experience of how he connected left brain, right brain to the heart. Beautiful, beautiful work. He's out here just checking everybody out. Got to lock eyes and smile and make contact, which was beautiful. He's so heart-centered. And it was just, each day keeps getting better and better, building on the day before. So I'm looking forward to what we're going to do today. I have no idea yet. Oh, I do know one thing. We are going to be doing healings, group healings. So I can't wait. One of the women that's staying with me is a Healy. She's one of the people that's going to be healed. She was chosen. So I can't wait to see what happens for her.
Okay, that was so extraordinary. Okay, so not only did we do so much meditation in the in the ballroom, but we did, sitting meditations. We did lying down meditations. We spent a ton of time on the floor under blankets and with pillows. We did walking meditations. We did, just incredible experiences. So the reason why he wanted us to do that, and here's the thing, let me tell you what he did. He Miyagi'd us so good. And if you don't know what that means, I'm going to explain it to you. The movie, The Karate Kid, how Mr. Miyagi's wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. And then all of a sudden, Ralph Macchio knows how to do all the moves. That's what Joe did to us. He was explaining so much, or explaining the little bits that we needed to know, and then we were demonstrating, we were doing the meditations, we were going through the practice. But by day 4 or 5, he started, the way he was laying on his lecturing, things were clicking for me like this, like, oh my gosh, that's why he did that. That's why he did that. That's why he did that. It was all coming together for me, and I understood everything so powerfully. So There was a reason why he did what he did the way he did it. He eased us into the meditations and eased us into, understanding the energy centers and the pineal gland and the heart brain coherence and everything that he was doing. And it was so incredibly powerful. And here's the thing about these meditations. Now, again, we were doing 15 to 18-hour days. I kid you not. But we had so much energy going through us because of it that it didn't feel like that. And so what I noticed is, especially during the walking meditations, they were an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and a half, however long they were. They felt like no time, literally no time. He was literally taking us from somebody, something, somewhere, someplace to no thing, no one, no time, no place. And I love the way he built everything up, the energy up, the music, his language, the way he used it, the words he used. And he didn't use a lot of words. This was the thing. I was like, there's not a lot of words in these meditations, but you could just feel the energy and feel where he was taking us. And what he also explained to me so beautifully that I got a ding, ding, ding and understood is he was talking about how we go from, matter to pure consciousness. Okay. I may lose some of you here, but just roll with me, all right? So matter to matter, this is our three-dimensional world. This is the world that we're living in. This is what we assume. This is the stuff that we try and control. Like you get up every day and you get out of bed the same exact way, and then you pour yourself the same cup of coffee, and you take your shower the same way, and you commute to work the same way. You check your social media the same way. You check your emails the same way, right? Matter against matter. You're doing the same thing. So when you're waking up and you're doing that, nothing in your life has changed. Nothing is different. You can't possibly be in the space of the miraculous and the mystical and the mysterious when you're operating your life this way. And these are low vibrating frequencies. So what you want to do is the meditation helps take you out of that state and removes you from your understanding of what your physicality is and what your life is, right? So the meditation does that. And then as your vibrations rise, and your frequency rises, that's when you start to open up into the quantum field, and the infinite possibilities are out there, right? And so there's also space here. He calls it matter, then structure, then form, then patterns and blueprints, to energy, then to pure consciousness. And what he also did is take us from the somebody to the nobody from doing it, but he does it in alignment with the energy centers of who we are, starting with, I'll just call the root and the sacral and the solar plexus and the heart and the throat and the third eye and the crown and what I call the soul star, right? He calls them the energy centers, 1 through 8. That's how he counts them. And I never saw that alignment and that symmetry before, that, oh my gosh, the energy centers are in alignment with the same level of the frequencies. It's so incredibly powerful. So I thought that was extraordinary. And what starts to happen is the more you meditate and the more you force yourself to sit there, or force yourself to lay there, force yourself to stay in this state, refuse to get up until you hit that point. When you hit that point, when the magic starts happening, it blows your mind. I mean, I was in the Matrix, people. I had never been in the Matrix before. I was traveling to worlds you can't even imagine. I have a notebook full of notes of every single day of things that were happening. And none of that stuff happens in the 3D matter world. It's getting out of it. And so what he did so beautifully and so eloquently is he took us on this. This is the reason why this started as a 1 day and then a 2 day and then a 4 day and then why it's a 7 day, because you need those days in order for these things to start happening and unfolding for you, which was so incredibly extraordinary. And so that's what he was doing with us each and every day. And what he kept doing is every time we got out of a meditation, which by the way, he was there with us every step of the way. He was performing them. He was walking around looking at everybody. When we were doing outside meditations, he was there. He was there in the rain. He was, like I said, he was there, connecting with people. He was so in it. It was so, so good. So, but all the while he kept saying, I saw people, get to that point. I saw people go to places they never had gone before. Like he was so vested in seeing everyone's breakthroughs and connections happening. So it was just extraordinary. All right. So I don't know, Cherry, let me know. Do you have another video? Because if you don't, I can certainly play one from my phone. Okay. All right. I'm going to share this video with you. Hang on. I'm going to just do it through my phone, you guys, so that you can get a sense of what this experience was like for me as we were doing it. Hang on. I did that one already. Hang on. I want to show you what it looked like. This is what it looked like being outside during a walking meditation. I'm just going to scan the audience. I don't know. I hope you guys can see that. You definitely can't hear it because I don't have the volume on. Oh, wait. Didn't play. It's not playing. Hold on. Bear with me. Oh, it was a short one. This is the video I want to show you. Okay. Okay, so I'm on my way back to the hotel to start day 4 of the Joe Dispenza week-long retreat. I had to go back to the condo to dry my hair and put on dry clothes because we did a walking meditation this morning and it was pouring down rain. It was so beautiful, but I did not want to sit in wet, cold clothes all day. So I'm on my way back. This experience has been transformational. First of all, the 2 women that I got aligned with and are sharing the condo with are soul sisters and lifelongers, like lifelong friends. There's no accident, and it's so beautiful, the orchestration of the universe that they aligned us. I mean, we're all the same age, we all have the same life circumstances. I'm just blown away, and we are all there for each other, going through a lot of emotional breakthroughs, a lot of stuff that's going on. And the people that are here are extraordinary. I can't believe I'm getting choked up here. It's so powerful. It is so powerful. I would give anything for my children to be at this event. I would give anything for my kids to know in their 20s what it took me till my 50s to figure out. And the journey to start, in my late 40s, early 50s, to be, where I am today, for them to have this knowledge and understanding of, heart-brain coherence and quantum physics and the way it all works and how beautifully patterned, orchestrated, and perfect the universe is, and how to be able to create anything that you want. Live the life of your dreams based on your creations and the reality that you live and not the outside world. And so where I do it from a very spiritual, law of attraction, more leaning on the woo-woo, and then very metaphysical 101, Joe teaches it as very science-based. He is all about the data and the facts and the research. And so I'm getting this expanded understanding on education, which it's so interesting, the things that he's saying. Sometimes he will say something and I love these slides, the grass, even his sloppy drawing. Things are clicking and I'm seeing them with new eyes, and it's opening and expanding me even more. So I'm just beyond thrilled and can't wait to see what happens today, because today starts, we are doing healings on some of the members there. So anyway, I got to turn left, so I got to turn the phone off. Bye. Okay, I had to share that because there was so much delicious in that. And I mean it when I say it, and I'm really going to try and keep it together here. I wish to God that you know, that my kids would go to this event, because he had a lot of young kids there. He is all about the youth and giving them this information and having them understand this. I wish to God my children would go. I mean, I bought them both a book. I can you can bring the horse to water, but you can't make them drink. When they're ready, they will. But having this knowledge, it took me till my 50s to understand the value of this and the power of this. It's so incredible. And what was the last thing I said? Oh, okay. So now what I wanted to share with you about it is, and then I'm just going to do like a couple more minutes about this, and then we'll move on with the other things in the show. But what Dr. Joe did is he brought in a panel of scientists and doctors on day 6, okay? That second to last day. And what the research that they were able to provide on the power of meditation, Dr. Joe's meditation, on the healings of people is unbelievable. Not just in healings in general about different conditions. I mean, people getting out of wheelchairs, you guys. Cancer's gone away. Blind people seeing. Deaf people hearing. I mean, the stuff that goes on and on. He had some live testimonials there, people who shared their stories, stage 4, multiple times metastatic stage 4 cancer, completely gone, and so many other things. And then what the meditation is doing in the speedy recovery of people who meditate using this on a regular basis, and how fast they were able to process through the thing that's going around. I don't like to use the word. So, and so much other stuff. But what was so extraordinary about it is these research studies tend to take years and years and years to happen because people don't like volunteering. There's Dr. Joe people can't raise their hands fast enough. They get thousands of people volunteering for this. It's incredible. So they were able to produce these results, these incredible results, in actually under 2 years. It was about 15 months because they had some of the data, some of the information they sat on for several months. So it was incredible to be there. And I was in the front row witnessing this. I was so blessed, so lucky to have this experience. He live streamed it all. People in his community can get access to it. So if you're not in Dr. Joe Dispenza's community, get in his community. All right, get on board. All right. Now, what I want to do is I just want to end my experience talking about a couple of other things. Okay. For me, there was something, a couple of things. Number one, he says it all the time that you take an intention, a clear intention with an elevated emotion. Clear intention with an elevated emotion. Must have heard him say these words a bajillion times, like clear intention with an elevated emotion. I understand that. When you want to manifest something, you get really clear on your intention and then you get the feeling with it. But the way he drew his graph, and his writing was sloppy, but it was so good. It finally clicked. The clear intention. Now, I'm an intentional living expert. I set intentions all day, every day. Like, that's my thing, right? But the way I got it was you set the clear intention and you put it out in the universe, but then the elevated emotion has to be pulled into your heart. The clear intention goes out. The elevated emotion comes into the heart. That's how you do it. For me, the way I was doing was putting the clear intention out there and putting the way I felt out there too, instead of pulling it back in. That was a huge light bulb moment for me. So hopefully that's a huge light bulb moment for you too. That was one thing. Then the meditations that we did on the last day, for me were the most powerful ones. Now, maybe it's because it was the last day and everything built up. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's Joe's juju magic, the way that he did it intentionally to do that. They were so incredibly powerful. I did not want them to end. And one of them was lying down inside, and then one of them was outside. It was an incredible, incredible experience. I mean, I have pages and pages of notes. What I would say to anybody who's on the fence, who wants a life-changing experience, if you want to start living in the mystical and the magical, then you need to attend a Dr. Joe Dispenza event. Like I said, they sell out so quickly. Get on his email list, get in early, be diligent about it. I could not believe how many people were there. There were 1,400 people there. I could not believe how many people were there multiple times. They're like addicted. No, it's not culty at all. They just can't get enough of it. And I understand that, right? So you've got to get in, because he said it multiple times, like he can't even believe where he is now versus where he was with this work 2 years ago, meaning it's moving so fast. Like the quantum field, the universe is like latching onto this. It's moving so incredibly fast. The healings that are happening, the magic that's happening, get on board with this. So get his books, get Becoming Supernatural. He's got 2 other books that are Stop the Habit of Becoming Yourself and The Placebo Effect are 2 of them. But follow him. He is so much the real deal. And I am manifesting having you on my show, Dr. Joe, and I am manifesting us working together, because I believe that what I do with my mantra meditations and what you do will help people fall from grace even less and get to that mystical, magical place more and more and more throughout their todays. So it was an incredible experience for me. I'm so truly grateful. Thank you to your amazing team, everybody there, the lifelong relationships that I built, the healings that I know are happening. And I left there and I ended up getting the C, and it was just, I manifested it. I'm telling you right now, I manifested it. I said to my housemate, I said, you know what? I wish I didn't have to run back to my busy, crazy life so I could spend a few days integrating this stuff. I forgot to say, with harm to no one and nothing. And guess what? The universe knocked me down and put me in bed for days. I did get to integrate it. So, and I have meditated every day since. I'm going to continue to do that. And so I'm so grateful to you, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I love you madly. I sent you a card and a bottle of your favorite wine just to let you know how much I truly appreciate you and the experience that it was. So thank you so much for doing what you do so diligently and with so much heart every single day. It really, really changed my life. So, all right. So on that note, what we're going to do is, before we get into the mantra meditation, which I'm so excited to deliver to you today, I want to share this important message with you all right now.
Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and I want to thank you so much for watching I Have Today. And I'd like to extend an invitation to you to buy my brand new international best-selling book called A Better Today, which is a fun, inspirational, motivational 30-day challenge where each day for 30 days, you get one little thing that you need to do to change your life and improve your life. And so part of the reason why some people struggle to make changes in their life is because they try to do too many things at once. How real, lasting, positive, permanent change happens is through micro bites, micro actions. They create the macro results. So it's available at Amazon. I invite you to pick up a copy there. And for a limited time, I'm offering you a special opportunity. When you buy the book, I am going to give you 4 of my courses for free, absolutely for free. And that's at abettertodaybook.com, abettertodaybook.com. So check it out and start improving your life and making each day of your life better and better starting today. Thanks.
How awesome is that? Yep. Get your copy right now while you can and get all the yummy bonuses that I have for you. Okay. All right. So a couple quick things before we get into the mantra meditation. I did want to just tell you that we are going to bring back the Mentor Me Minute segment of the show. It's called Mentor Me Minute. And what I do is I answer your questions live here. If you put them in Facebook, or if you write into us, and I will mentor you no matter what's going on in your life, you know, personally, professionally, wherever you might feel stuck or need support, I'm going to mentor you live right then and there on the show. So where you can send in your questions is you go to DianeForster.com/mentor me. DianeForster.com/mentor me. Now, at the end of the show, in our closing credits, we'll have a place for you to find all the information whenever you want to reach out to us with anything, with your magical manifestation moments. You've got an I Have Today intention statement you want to share with us. You have questions. All of that is at the end of the show in the closing credits. So be sure to stay until the very end of the show to get that information, okay? All right. And then one other thing that I want to share with you is an opportunity to learn more about mindset and manifestation through my Mindset and Manifestation program. It's called the Mindset and Manifestation Challenge. It is a 6-day program where I teach you the science behind mindset, what's going on, where limiting beliefs come from, how they got anchored, you know, what is the story that you keep telling yourself over and over again that's running your life. You're trying to make changes in your life and it's not happening. It's because you're running on this old programming, like never updating your phone. That's what's happening, going on in your mind. And then I talk about the law of attraction and how that works. And I teach you a secret that even the movie The Secret didn't teach you about it. And then you learn how you can go from any negative state, low frequency, low vibrating state, back to improving it to a high frequency in under a minute. So that's my program. It's called Mindset and Manifestation Challenge, and you can find that at mindsetandmanifestationchallenge.com. So, all right, are you guys ready to do a little meditation? Are you ready to connect to everything that we've talked about on the show? Didn't the show go by fast? So fast to go by. What we're going to do right now is something that I do every single week. And this is for you. Please, if you are driving, you cannot be doing this. Please do not close your eyes. You can listen, but do not close your eyes. For everybody else, what I want you to do is I want you to sit with your feet flat on the floor. I want you to put your hands on your lap. They're either face down, if you feel grounded, or you turn them up to receive energy. And what I'm going to do is I am going to guide you on with a mantra meditation based on everything that we talked about in today's episode, so that everything that we've talked about right now is not just in one ear and out the other. It's actually ingrained in you. It becomes a part of you, right? If you want to become something different, you have to become it first. And this helps you do it. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take in a couple deep breaths. This is how we're going to do it. Let me explain it first. You're going to breathe in for the count of 4. You're going to hold it for the count of 8. And we are going to do this 4 times. Hang on one second, getting a call there. All right. So 4, 8, 8, 4. This is how I teach my rainbow breath meditations in my book. All right. So, and then you just listen to the words. You ready? So here we go. Close your eyes. Breathe in for 4. Hold it for 8, lighting up all your energy centers. Now blow it out for 8. Feels like you're blowing out birthday candles. Feel like a deflated balloon in your stomach. Okay, let's do it again. Breathe in for 4. Hold it for 8, lighting up all your chakras. Root, sacral, solar plex, heart, throat, third eye, crown, soul star. Blow it out for 8. Here we go again. Breathe in for 4. Hold it for 8 as you light up those chakras. Root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, and soul star. Blow it out for 8. Should be feeling really relaxed right now. Here we go. Last one. Breathe in for 4. Hold it for 8. 6, 7, 8. Blow out for 8. Keep your eyes closed and listen to the words. I have today to love my life. Something really good is going to happen to me today. I can feel it. Miracles big and small. I notice them all. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I have today to be so grateful to be alive, to use this day to learn something new, to take the experiences of others that they share with me and ingrain them into my own life and my own experience. I have today to be open to the possibilities of whatever is possible. I have today to become nothing so that I can get everything I want, because I deserve everything I want simply because I'm here. I know that I am the one who's in control. I am the one in the power, and that it's not matter against matter in this infinite consciousness that we live in. It's tapping into all the possibilities. It's becoming detached. It's becoming nobody, no thing, no one, no time, no space, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says. It's raising my frequency and my vibration and understanding that there is a perfect order to everything. And where the perfect order lives is in gratitude, joy, happiness, fulfillment, the higher vibrating emotions and frequencies. That none of this is real, it's all an illusion anyway. And that there's multiple parallel realities going on at all times. And I get to choose which ones I want to live in, where I want to be. I get to choose how I want to feel and how I live. What a blessing. What a gift. Because I have today, and that's all I have. All there is right now. And I'm choosing to live in gratitude and appreciation for the gift that is this body of mine, the gift that is this heart of mine, the gift that is the mind of mine, and the gift of the infinite, limitless possibilities of all the ways I can live in joy and fulfillment in my life. Because I now know when I live in that space, There's nothing I want. I already have it all. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank you all so much for being here today. This was a really special episode. I want to thank Dr. Joe Dispenza from the bottom of my heart for giving me an experience that totally changed my life and allowing me this opportunity to share you with the world. Everybody already knows who you are, but for those few one or two people who don't, well, now they know. And thank you so much. I truly love your work. I love everything that you do. And to my audience, my fans, my followers, my friends, thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. This is just the beginning of what's an extraordinary season. Make this appointment time every Monday at 11:03 a.m. Pacific time to come and spend time with us at I Have Today, because it is my honor and privilege to bring you all this information that makes you live to your highest, greatest, fullest potential, the I Have Today way. That's it for this week's episode. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.